Mr. David Townsend.
Hello, Mr. Haskins. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, buddy. Hey, welcome to That Floats episode 4. I'm Craig Haskins in Milwaukee, Wisconsin from Nightberry Title, and my partner in crime is...
This is David Townsend from Columbia, Missouri, Agents National Title. Columbia, Missouri is home of the SEC East leading Missouri Tigers, looking down at the Florida Gators in the standings.
Haha. So, yeah, that's pretty funny, Dave. So, listen, I want to remind everyone to leave your that stories or documents or anything you want us to talk about. Go ahead and email it to thatfloats@nightberry.com. We have a new email address coming soon, but that should do it for now. And then on the bottom of each of our screens here, you'll see there's David and his email address. You can certainly email it to David, or you can email it to me as well. There's my email address, and we'll figure it out from there. So, David, today we're going to have a claim discussion. I want to put a document up that was submitted, and if you kind of squeeze over, you can see it on the screen. So, Dave, this came from a lender. I think this might be the silliest claim we've ever seen. It basically says this is from a lender's lawyer saying, hey, we represent this lender and blah, blah, blah. The part I've got an arrow says there's a discrepancy, there's a problem, there's a major problem with our loan, and that's because of this area blanked out, and which I'll get to in a second. That area, yes. And then there's a demand on behalf of our client. We demand that you title people fix this. So any guess what the error could be that caused this panicky claim? There's probably a lot of them. You're an underwriter.
It could be a myriad of possibilities. I'm sure you're familiar with the way that lenders measure law firms on bankruptcies or on foreclosures. It's all on how fast they can get the file through the foreclosure process. And if the clock stops for that, such as with a title issue, it allows the law firm to work on other files. So if there's any type of title issue, they will stop the clock with the lender and they can go work on other files. So really any type of little minuscule detail in title and, and hey, they're just playing the system. That's the way it is. They'll file a claim, stop the clock. Right. We've seen a ton of these, but I've got a feeling that the one you're going to show us here probably could take the cake.
Yeah, it was a foreclosure. You were right about that. And here is why they are submitting this claim. So apparently this title company used the word lot 1 with a numeral instead of spelling out 1-O-N-E or vice versa. Again, silly in my opinion. And the underwriter, I assume, would have just sent back a nice little nastygram saying, please go away. What about you, Dave? What do you think?
This one's rather silly. I think 1 and 1. I'm going to go really deep with the legals jargon here. That's very similar to the doctrine of idem sonans, which means it sounds the same, like Kathy and Kathy with Kathy with a C and Kathy with a K. 1 and 1. It's the exact same thing. So yes, they sound the same. They're spelled differently. One's with a digit. The other is with an O-N-E. And I dug deep down. This is the type of knowledge you get on That Floats. And that kind of knowledge floats, Craig. So we would deny that by saying it's the same thing. So stop. Just leave us alone.
David, this is supposed to be entertaining and humorous too, and you've just started dropping jargon that I didn't care for, but appreciate that, pal. Hey, so anyways, that's what could be the silliest claim we've ever seen. But
yeah,
David,
it's pretty bad.
How about in Austin, Texas next week? Do we have anything planned for that?
Oh, I'm prepping for it, and I'm already starting to dress like a Texan. This is what they wear in Texas: big hats, and even says Texas on it. So. I think we are going to have a great time in the Lone Star State. In fact, we have some state-of-the-art technology that allows us to take That Floats on the road. So we're going to be interviewing people on site. If you've got a great story for us, I highly recommend grabbing us and pulling us aside. You can even ply us with a cocktail if you would like, and we'd talk to you about your crazy stories involving title and settlement, and put you on this blog.
Thank you, bud. Hey, there's our closing music. So we're gonna bail. And,
Sponsored by Billy Bob's Texas.
Sponsored by Billy Bob's of Texas.
Let the rhythm